Mississippi Outdoors is sponsored in part by Van's Deer Processing and Sporting Goods.
Riding through the bayou, headed for the sky blue, back out on the trail again and again. Hiking and hunting and fishing the land, time is time well spent. We'll take it to the Delta, to the gray and white shores. There's so much to see and do, Mississippi Outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi Outdoors, the great outdoors.
Welcome to Mississippi Outdoors. I'm Amanda Mills.
And I'm Kevin Meacham. Thanks for joining us.
In our first story, we're going on a deer hunt with some great kids.
We're going on the Superhunt, a deer hunt for kids with disabilities.
Let's go.
Bud.
Hey, this is Kevin Meacham, Mississippi Outdoors. You know, it's that time of year again for the Super Hunt here in Mississippi. It's a weekend for the kids to get out and hunt. We meet up here at Turcotte to do some shooting, do some fishing, kind of a meet and greet, go over all the regulations, meet with the landowners and the guides, and then we disperse in different places across the state. They'll have different camps for all the kids to show up with their families. The guys with Southern Outdoors Unlimited host this thing. They got over 100 kids this year. I think they said 104, 105 kids actually hunting. So they'll hunt this afternoon and then tomorrow into Saturday, and then have an event on Sunday. Pretty special this time of year in Mississippi, the annual Super Hunt put on by the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks. So here we go. Let's go hunt.
So we're out here at the 2022 Southern Outdoors Unlimited Super Hunt. We've got about 110 children with disabilities out here, and we're getting involved and getting them in the outdoors. So we're taking all of them. They're going to go to deer camps. We're getting them shooting, and we're just going to have a good weekend. We've got about 58 different landowners this year all over the state of Mississippi. We're going to take kids out. We're going to get them in the outdoors, let them just enjoy the peace and quiet of the outdoors, along with some hunting, some fishing, maybe some horseback riding, some different activities with four-wheelers or ATVs, and just allow the kids to just be kids for a weekend and enjoy the outdoors.
Super Hunt is a special needs hunt for youth, the ages 6 to 17. We take them out on guided hunts all across the state of Mississippi. Not only do we do a deer hunt, which is this weekend, we do the alligator hunt, we do a turkey hunt, and we also have an outdoor adventure day. My daughter's Lauren. She is 12. She was born with audio neuropathy. She actually passed away 3 times when she first was born, but she pulled through and has been a blessing ever since. This is her 6th year to do Super Hunt. She started at age 6. She's had a blast and has been fortunate to harvest an animal every year. And this is her favorite time of the year, which is deer season. We met out at Turcotte shooting range. Lauren went out to the gun range, made a couple of shots, left there, came up to Belzona and met with Mr. Jimmy Sanford, who owns Easy Money Hunting Co.
We're here at Easy Money Hunt Co. in Belzona, Mississippi. This is our 2nd year to participate in the Super Hunts. Our first year, last year, Lauren came and hunted, and we got her a good buck. It's been dry this year, this fall, so we don't have the green plots that we had last year. We do have corn planted in the fields that we plant for deer and ducks, and we were able to set up a ground blind in a hedgerow.
The landowner's got some awesome bucks on camera, tons of does, and he has given us a green light to go ahead and just harvest whatever she feels like she wants, if the Lord blesses us with one this afternoon. Yeah. So we just got to the blinds, got settled in. We're looking over some old CRP, and there's been some decent bucks on camera, lots of does. So hopefully we'll see something. She'll get to pull the trigger. Stone cold. What'd you get? Did you get a girl? So we just had a doe come out about 100 yards away. She come out, made it about halfway out, and gave us an awesome, perfect broadside shot. And there's a hammer here. Put it down on him and dropped her there in the tracks. So this afternoon we sit tight. Wind kind of died down, and had a mature doe come in and about 100 yards away, and just dropped her. I mean, just dropped her straight down. Lauren made a great shot on her, and just amazing afternoon to see all the deer we saw, and even with the wind and everything else going on, it's just a great weekend. It just speaks to what happens during Superhunt weekend. So she's super pumped. You excited? You happy? You happy? Give me 5. That's what I'm talking about.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna put a deer on the skinner rack.
How far is the shot gonna be?
150?
150 at least.
150.
That's what we're trying. I think his farthest shot's been about 95.
95 to 100, something like that.
Levi's got an extremely rare form of dwarfism. His bones are real brittle. All of his disabilities or his challenges are all physical.
Good for your back.
That's right.
Mentally, he's fine, you know, and growing up, you know, we're always trying to find something for Levi to do, to get into, that he could participate with other people. You know, he wanted to play football or soccer, or baseball. He couldn't do any of those things, and we got into hunting through the Superhunt.
I know to me it means the world. To be able to come out here and hunt, you know, it's totally different. You know, you're here with other people that understand to a degree what you're going through, and you're here with other hunters, and it's just a great time.
This is our 5th year, and we've been on it since. We have not stopped hunting since that first Superhunt, and he just loves it, coming out here and meeting new people and seeing new things, and it's really, you know, all the kids, it's really, that's what I enjoy, is watching the kids have a good time.
A lot of hunters that participate every year, this is the one time they get to hunt every year, and that's what they look forward to. And that's what I like being a part of. I like making it as special as possible. This is a special place. It is in one of the best areas in the state to hunt, and I'm fortunate to just be born into it. We try to, you know, scout, run cameras, see where all the deer are collecting, and also try to make the spots as easily accessible as possible for the kids, whether they're in wheelchairs or can't climb a ladder.
It's amazing. They put in a ton of work. This is not an easy thing to set up and do for these kids, and I can't say thank you enough to all. You know, this is the 3rd camp we've been to, and everyone's treated us so well and really taken care of, and, you know, did things to where Levi could participate.
We had a buck come out, and he went from this side, from the left all the way to the right within 30 seconds. But the bad thing was I wasn't in the shooting position, and gun was only sighted in for 100 yards.
Okay, that ain't gonna happen this year, huh?
No, we had subsonics last year. This year we got supersonics. So yeah, we're ready. Did she drop?
Oh, she did a flip turn, son. She did a flip. She did a super. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, son. Give me some. That's 182.
That's a long shot, dude.
Daddy's my farthest shot. That's my farthest shot.
Oh, beautiful.
They touch your heart in a way that just makes you more appreciative and helps you not take things for granted a lot of times. I can remember specific moments over the last few years of even reaching back out to hunters and their parents after the hunt and just thanking them for, like, you know, just the time I spent with them in the blind. It, you know, it kind of brings tears to my eyes when I was telling them about it, just how it made me more appreciative for the things I have. I'm fortunate to just be born into it. I couldn't ask for anything more. And like I said, it helps open my eyes and see all the details and look at the big picture instead of just, you know, up close.
So, Levi, the first one we saw, I was watching the binoculars, you smoked her.
Yeah.
She ran right in there. I don't think she's more than 50 yards.
Yeah.
Second one, when he reared up, I saw blood.
Right on the shoulder.
Yeah, 190 yards, you know it's a good shot.
Yeah.
By the way, congrats on that.
Thank you.
What deer you want to go look for first?
Probably,
Get your hands on them antlers.
Probably say actually the doe because she's had.
You want to go with the doe first?
Yeah, she's had the longest time to take a chill pill.
Want to take you out there, boy?
I got the puff.
Ah. What you got? Come on.
Look at this one.
I smoke.
Oh, yeah, you nailed him. And you left a blood trail like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Get over here and let's get a picture.
Talk about a happy camper. Now we gotta go find the other one.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out. We'll see y'all when we find the doe.
Oh, she did. She about jumped on another deer.
Where you at, Levi?
Come on out here. Another perfect shot.
She's a big doe. That's
Yeah.
for sure. We put Toller's dog Murphy on it, and well, turns out within 5 minutes or less, found her.
Probably about 2 minutes.
That's 2 deer in one hunt. What do you?
Yeah.
Boy, you lucky boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
if Toller wouldn't have told us to back out right then, we would have found her.
Yep. You were right on it.
That's right, we were right there. Give the dog credit. Give
We'll
the
just
dog
give
credit.
Murphy the glory.
Yeah.
Should have walked a little further.
Yeah.
Good job, Levi. Another ball
Absolutely.
out
Absolutely.
there.
Proud of you, buddy.
First off, I love the fact that it really is like a family. You know, it's sort of an everybody knows everybody. If you've been once, you're a part of the family no matter what. But I think my all-time favorite part is just allowing kids who don't normally have the ability to get out and have these experiences, allowing kids to be able to do things like that and bringing it more into the hunting community. We start watching, and there's these 2 bucks in this doe way on the far side.
Yeah.
250 yards. And the doe's on the same side. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching them, I'm like, I think I can make that shot. I think I can make that shot. It's not gonna be perfect, but I think I can make that shot. So I make the shot and I miss. Went over. To the right, another doe walks out. And I say, okay, I guess we're getting the doe. So it's about 50 yards out, make the shot, perfect shot, clean shot, she drops. I come back over this way, the buck walks back out again. The same buck I just missed. This is less than 2 minutes apart. He's sitting there, he's walking downfield, he just turns broadside. As he's walking, I shoot him, he drops. 200 yards.
If you're thinking about signing up, do it, because you won't, as far as I'm concerned, you won't regret signing up. It's been probably the best thing we've ever signed up for, at least in my opinion. And it would be a smart decision to sign up for it.
It really kind of brings awareness to the fact that there is a community that wants to do this, that literally physically can't because it's not accessible to them. Being able to be a part of something that is so much greater than just myself or any individual like that is really fantastic.
Did you know that purchasing a hunting and fishing license is a direct investment in managing our woods and waters? The Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks uses money from license sales to enhance hunting and fishing, like providing public hunting opportunities on wildlife management areas, advising private landowners on deer and habitat management, providing public fishing opportunities on state lakes, and operating fish hatcheries for stocking public lakes and streams. So make an investment in our great outdoors. Buy your Mississippi hunting and fishing license today.
In our next story, we're headed to Mahannah Wildlife Management Area.
We're going teal hunting and taking a look at habitat management for these fast-flying waterfowl.
All right, so we're at Mahannah WMA, just a few miles north of Vicksburg. Going to do a little teal hunt this morning. This is open public land. We're going to get in on one of these impoundments and see what we can do on those teal birds. So we were talking on the way down here. This is now a tradition for us. So we've been doing this, what?
3 years running.
3 years running. We're going to run a blue dog, blue heeler.
Yeah.
A little out of the norm for retrieving, but
see if all of our stuff still works from last year.
Yeah.
Including the dog.
Yeah, dust off the old shoulder and see what we can do.
That's right. The patch he was talking about is out in front of us, and the one I was talking about is back here behind us.
Houston said 20, 21, or 22.
Okay.
So let's go to 22.
Let's do it.
Big group behind us, up high. Right there.
Got him. right, Bent. I killed one in front of them old decoys that time. Little mixed bag.
Get it, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. He didn't hesitate at all. He was waiting on the word. Boom, went right out there like he knew what he was doing and picked it up.
Didn't we say at the beginning we were going to dust off the old shoulder, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It has been dusted. We're here on Mahannah Wildlife Management Area in the South Delta today, taking a look at some late summer wetland habitat. When we think about wetland habitat in Mississippi, a lot of times we're talking about areas that are not holding water during the summertime, places like either planted crops or moist soil habitat. But today we're taking a look at some semi-permanent habitat, areas where we've held water through most of the growing season. It's producing some really good aquatic vegetation that different species of birds will be using through the late summer and then on into the early fall. Taking a look at some of the teal that are starting to show up already, as well as wading birds and shorebirds. Numbers are pretty good so far for this time of year. We're hearing from public lands and private lands that have water that are starting to see good numbers of blue-winged teal showing up. And this habitat also just produces really good, valuable habitat during the summertime, where a lot of places are typically dry, but these areas are flooded and providing really good habitat for a wide variety of species. Today we're just getting an overall look at what the area looks like, getting an idea of numbers of both ducks and other species, non-game birds that are using the area, trying to get an idea of the different diverse species that are using the area, just to show the importance of having some water during the late summer period. So this is kind of a new situation that we have here on Mahannah. We have some late summer water, so we're just trying to get an idea of the number of birds that are using it this time of year. So here we're just showing just some examples of the kind of beneficial wetland plants that are produced in a semi-permanent wetland system. Some Sprangletop, which is a really good grass, has a large seed head, a lot of seed production, and then an example of a sedge here on the end. These are really good, beneficial, kind of what we would call moist soil plants. When we're holding water throughout the growing season, like we're doing on some of our management areas, we are also looking for some beneficial broadleaf plants, and we have some examples of those here. This is what we call duck salad. It's an aquatic plant that the ducks will eat the vegetation of. Not all species are going to favor this plant, but species like teal, gabwall, and widgeon are going to just basically eat the vegetation that are produced. The two better species that we have here are two different types of duck potato. We've got Delta duck potato, or arrow leaf. You can see here it gets its name from the shape of the leaf. And then we have lance leaf duck potato, which is very similar growth form, but just a different shape of the leaf here. Basically, these plants are in the entire part of the plant is consumed by waterfowl. So ducks are coming through, they're going to be eating some of the leafy vegetation off this plant. This plant is starting to flower, and it'll eventually start to produce seeds where it's flowering here. Those are also going to be consumed later on in the year, in the fall. And then we got an example here that's starting to run off of this plant of a stolon that's basically part of the root system. Later on in the fall, as these plants start to send nutrients down into the root system, they'll produce these runners that are really nutritious. And also, where the plants get their name, they actually produce tubers that are called duck potatoes in these root systems. So as birds are starting to get here later in the fall, they'll be pulling up these plants, eating the above ground portions, and then they'll also be exposing the below ground portions from these root systems. It just produces an overall really large quantity of duck food in a system like this. Another thing about these plants is they're producing a lot of above the ground biomass that's eventually, when we start to get colder weather, start to frost, these are going to start to die back. And all of this vegetation that we see across the surface of the water is going to start to break down.
water's going to start to open up and show more showy water across these impoundments. What all this starts to become is basically vegetation that's going to be broken down in the water. And as that starts to break down in the water, invertebrates are going to start to feed on the portions of these plants that are leafy and dying back. As they get further into the wintertime, they'll be feeding on the invertebrates that are eating the dying plants.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thank y'all for sharing your time with us as we continue to take part in this great sport of hunting and fishing right here in Mississippi.
Join us again next time for more exciting adventures. Until then, I'm Amanda Mills.
And I'm Kevin Meacham.
See ya outdoors.
Riding through the bayou, headed for the sky blue, back out on the trail again and again. Hiking and hunting and fishing the land, time is time well spent.